1 in every 273 people are victims of violent crime every year in the United States of America. This statistic comes from the Federal Bureau of Investigation, which tells us that 1,165,383 crimes occur every year, and according to the U.S. Census Bureau, there are 319 million population of the United States today. Doing the math, that gives us 1 in every 273 people are victims of violent crime. When we're talking about violent crime, we talk about robberies, rapes, homicides, assaults, things that directly affect you and your family and the people that you know, where one person uses violence to change the life of another. I'm here to tell you that we, as citizens of the United States, as citizens of the world, and as people, as mothers, fathers, brothers, sisters, parents, children, we have an obligation to ourselves and to those around us to protect ourselves and our children from these becoming a victim of violent crime. We learn in the Family a Proclamation to the World that the first presidency affirms the sanctity of life and of its importance in God's eternal plan. We learn that husbands and wives have a solemn responsibility to love and care for each other and to care for their children. We learn that fathers are responsible to provide the necessities of life and protection for their families. It's right there, protection for their families. When we make an effort to protect those around us, we have to make a decision that we are going to take action. That action can take shape in several different ways. That action can take from obtaining a license for and carrying a concealed handgun, if your state and legal jurisdiction allows you to do that. It can take action in finding a self-defense course where you can learn about other methods of self-defense, such as carrying pepper spray, carrying a kubotan or a safety keychain, or merely being made aware of your surroundings and knowing how to recognize and what to recognize as danger signals so that you can remove yourself and your loved ones from harm's way. These are all options that are available to us in a manner to protect ourselves and to protect our families. I personally believe that carrying a gun is one of our God-given rights and is one of the rights enumerated in our Constitution, and is something that if you have the legal ability to do so where you live, you should seek out as the best option for having something to protect yourself and your family. The reason behind my doing this is because, as the bumper sticker or as the joke says, when seconds count, the police are only minutes away. For FBI statistics, the average police response time across the United States of America is around 5 minutes to respond to any type of call for service. You tell me that when your family or your life or anything of yours is in danger, that you can wait 5 minutes for action to be taken. Think about how long a 5-minute period is. This speech is 7 minutes. And just think of how much information and how much time there is being given in this speech. When you look at an Olympic event, you look at a professional boxing match, you look at anything professional where two sporting quality people who have trained and are dedicated to the art that they are performing, those matches last anywhere from 1 minute to 3 minutes before somebody who is completely physically pumped is down and out for the count. Now imagine you or me as a standard person, everyday life, getting into a fight for their life and having to wait 5 minutes before the police can show up to save us. And that's only if there's actually a call made in the first few seconds. Is that 5 minutes apply? If you end up fighting for 3 to 4 minutes before you get a chance to make a phone call, now that 5 minutes has become 8 to 9 minutes because of the added time before there was a call that was able to be made. We owe it to ourselves and we owe it to our family to seek out methods of self-defense and to have with us an option that enables us to create space, to create distance, to give us the opportunity to survive. Once again, my call to action for you is to find a self-defense course in your area, to find a concealed handgun licensing course in your area, to research the information as to what you can legally do in your area to protect yourself and to protect your family, and take advantage of that opportunity. Seek out that class. Go sign up. Learn about the danger signs. Learn about the danger signals. Learn about how to avoid violent conflict. It is as simple as making a choice to not go shopping at a certain store at 9 p.m. at night on a Friday night when it's payday, to avoid going to a certain part of town because you know it's a bad part of town, and to order online for an item or whatever it was that you needed to go to that area for. We cannot fulfill God's plan. We cannot be there for our families if we do not take the time to protect ourselves, to protect our families, and to ensure that we all have a right to life because of its importance in God's eternal plan. I once again testify to you of the fact that even in our everyday lives, when you look around, 1 in 273 people have been victims of violent crime. That's the average size of a ward, the average size of your neighborhood, the average size of the people you know. When you look around, one of them has been a victim. Choose not to be a victim and protect yourself. Thank you.